Hello, this is Jasmine from Sprout SEO Solutions. I just wanted to shoot this quick video to go over how you can get some more traffic to your websites and in turn get some more customers. So let's get right into it. First off, I have your website pulled up here and I'm loving what I'm seeing. Love all the different services pages that you clearly have here. Your website is simple, clean, easy to go through. You can see all of your service areas, which is super good. And it's just a really nicely laid out website. I've even gone on some of the service pages, service pages, and taken a look and seen that you've got some good content on here. All right, so we've got a good amount of content, which is perfect because that actually brings me to my first point, and that is content. So this first page does not have as much content, and even some of those services pages, even though they do have content, I'd say there's not quite enough. And I say this only because we know that Google likes to see roughly 1,500 words per page. And now this is because Google has what are called crawlers, and these crawlers read through the content on your website, and they use that to better understand what your website is about. So by reading through that content, they're able to understand what sorts of services you offer, where you're offering them, etc. And when we talk about content, it is crucial to make sure that we are also thinking about keywords. Now, to explain what keywords are, let's say that someone is searching in the Villa Park area and they need to have some windows installed, right? See, that's a service that you offer here. So they might go to Google and search a window installation Villa Park, window installers Villa Park, best window installers Villa Park, things like that. And all of those are examples of different keywords. And so you want to make sure that you have relevant keywords on your websites, because when Google reads that, Google will then understand that when someone is searching for those keywords, your website should be popping up as a result. And so I did a quick search for window installation Villa Park as an example of a keyword you might want to be ranking for. I'm going to skip past these top results because they're all ads and focus on this Google Map Pack. Now we're going to ignore this first one because this is also an ad. But basically, the Google Map Pack is an incredible place to be because since it shows up near the top of these results, you are a lot more likely to get clicks if you end up in here. And now your business is here. You guys are the second business here on the Google Map Pack for this keyword. So congratulations, that's incredible. I'm sure you guys are getting a lot of calls from this, or a lot of potential leads, which is great. So I won't focus on this for too long since you are already here, but just some tips and tricks to make sure that you can get here and stay here. One is to make sure you have a Google My Business profile, which obviously you do have, and to make sure it's filled out appropriately, which just means you've got roughly 750 words in that bio, ideally with some keywords, and you've got some pictures and you're posting. Secondly, it's good to make sure that you're getting good reviews, and clearly you are. 28 reviews, 5 stars. Good job. And one quick little tip, although we know it's important to get good reviews, not all business owners know that it's equally as important to respond to them. So when you respond to your reviews, Google is more likely to bump you up. So just something to keep in mind. And then finally, a good way to get here and stay here is to make sure that you have citations. And what citations are, it's just anywhere out on the wild web where your business information is listed. So think your business name, phone number, location, hours, that sort of thing. So really you'll find these in online directories such as Yelp or Yellow Pages, Angie's List. Those are all really good examples. And the more citations that you have out there, the more familiar Google becomes with your business name, essentially, and starts to realize what type of business you are, and is more likely to place you in this Google Map Pack. So when we scroll past the map pack, we finally hit what's called the organic search results. Now we're going to ignore this top one because that is Yelp. That's just a directory, and it is possible to beat Yelp out. It's possible to beat out directories. It just takes a lot of time and effort. And we're going to focus on this first company here. We're going to consider them your top competitor online, at least for this specific keyword. So I went ahead and pulled up this page, And we see this is actually, if we look at the URL, it's service area. So this is a specific Villa Park page for their doors. And now what we can see is they have a decent amount of content on this page. It's still not quite the 1500 that Google likes to see, but we are getting good content, and this content has some of those relevant keywords like we were talking about. So I went ahead and put your competitor's site into this tool I use called Ahrefs. Now this is a paid search engine optimization tool that I use to analyze different websites. And so what I want you to focus on here is the DR and UR scores. Now, DR is an indicator of how much Google thinks your website is strong, so how strong Google thinks your website is. And UR is an indicator of how trustworthy Google thinks a website is. And both of these are going to be influenced by backlinks. Now, backlinks are anywhere out on the wild web where there is a link or a button on a website separate from your own that points back to your website. The more good quality backlinks that you have, the more likely you are to be ranked higher on Google. And additionally, the more keywords that you're ranking for, the more relevant keywords you're ranking for, the higher you should be. Now, your competitor only has 2 keywords, not a lot of backlinks, so this is actually a fairly weak page. I went ahead and put your website in here, and keep in mind this is your home page versus their little service page. Your DR is a little bit weak. We tend to like to see it at around 30, but your UR is really high, which means that Google thinks your website is incredibly trustworthy, which is great. You've got 494 backlinks, and I'm willing to bet they are very good quality backlinks if Google thinks that your website is that trustworthy, so that's incredible. You're also ranking for 267 keywords, which is great. It looks like you're ranking for a lot of home remodeling, home additions, contractor, bathroom remodeling. So these are all the keywords you're ranking for. You're on the first page for some of them, but for some of them, it looks like you're more on that second page, maybe bleeding into the third page a little bit. So just something to keep in mind when we're talking about the content on your website and the keywords that you're ranking for. It doesn't look like you're ranking for many window installation keywords though, which is why we're not seeing you pop up. But on the flip side, we're probably seeing you pop up for some of these other ones. Like I know I did a look for siding installation as well, and you are popping up first for that one. So really, if you just go ahead and look back over your websites, add some more content to this homepage specifically, and really look at the keywords that you're targeting on your other service pages, it should be pretty easy for you to climb the rankings and beat out your competitors. That's going to be it for this video. I hope you found it educational and informative. If you have any questions at all or would like to talk, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. And if you could, drop me a line of feedback, even if you don't have any questions. Let me know what you liked about this video, what you found useful. I would really appreciate it. All right, thank you so much.